Hello everyone, this is Rick Grantham of Small Business Champion Bundle coming to you again from our offices here in sunny Florida. Today we're going to walk you through how to do multiple estimates for services. This is particularly important for the small business owner where you may have multiple jobs that you need to put estimates together for your customer. So think about estimates. The first time that you know for certain how much a job costs or how much a work effort takes is once the project's completed, right? But of course, that's too long. That's too late. Or your customer needs to know upfront. So your estimating process of being able to give your customer an idea of how long something will take and how much money something will take, those estimates are provided to your customer upfront. It needs to be done in a very professional way that provides you some security from the risk of that estimate and at the same time gives your customer some security. So there's a few things you should consider here. Three things really. Number one, you need to get a clear picture of the work that's being estimated. Let's say that you're a painting company, that you paint houses for a living, and you have several painters. What exactly is the work that needs to be done? What's in scope and what's out of scope? Do you need to not only paint the house, but they're asking for you to, we'll say, stain the concrete and to also paint the floor in the garage. So get a clear idea of exactly what the scope is of what you're estimating. Number two, figure out who needs to be involved in the estimating process. Are these your painters? Are there other people in accounting or other parts of your business that need to be involved in that process? Is it the people who are actually out there talking to your customer? Or are there other people that need to be involved? And finally, you need to determine if there are any estimating constraints. Does the job need to be done within a certain time frame to allow other things to happen? This might particularly be important in things like construction, to where your job, we'll say the painting again, that your job needs to be done in a certain time frame to allow other things to be done. Certainly, time could end up affecting the price as well. Now, what's particularly important about this template and this tutorial that we're going to walk you through is that this template allows you to give several job estimates all in the same template, completely professionally developed for your end customer, so they can view that. And what I mean by multiple jobs, again, assuming that you're a painting company, your customer may want, number one, for you to paint the outside of the house. They may want a separate estimate for several rooms of the house inside. They may want another estimate for staining the concrete and another one for painting the garage floor. So there's several different estimates of several different jobs that you want to bring together into one estimate for your customer, and to have that professionally designed, professionally developed, everything calculated in one form, one template, one solution available for your customer. So this template does all that for you, does all of your calculations, and has everything for you. So in the next part of the tutorial, we're going to bring up the template. We're going to show you how to navigate the template, how to move around and do everything that you need to do there, and then show you how to input your own numbers for your job, your company name, everything, and how to be able to provide that to your end customer. So stay tuned for the next part of the tutorial where we'll walk you through this. Hi, this is Rick Grantham of Small Business Champion Bundle. Welcome back to this part of the tutorial. When you first open up the template, the first thing you'll notice for the multiple price estimates for services template is you'll come to your main title page. This is your main title page. Now, in your main title page, you'll see opportunities to join the conversation here, where you can download the free book. You can go to questions and answers, a good robust area for you to ask any questions you may have of the templates or of any small business questions you might have and get answers. Also invite you to join our communities in social media on LinkedIn and Facebook. You also see some text here that offers you the opportunity to join the community as well. To get to the main part of the template though, you can come down here to the bottom where you'll see a tab that says Multiple Estimates Services. So as you click on this, what you'll notice first off as you scroll to the right hand side, you'll see another opportunity to join the conversation and to download the book and to find us on LinkedIn and Facebook and other places like that. Secondly, over here to the left, you'll see a text of the different instructions so that you can print this off if you wanted to and follow through the instructions without having to look at any videos or any tutorials or anything of that nature. But we'll walk you through that in this video anyways. As you scroll to the left-hand side, you'll see the opportunity to not only put in your company name, but you'll see quite a few items here for the service provider, that's you, to input your company name and any of your information along with the customer, and any sort of description here on the type of work or the type of estimates that you're putting together. As you scroll a little bit further down, you'll also see a section to put in the jobs or the individual tasks or the individual things that you're doing the estimates for. You'll also notice for each of those different tasks, you'll see there are several different jobs, and for this template we support up to 7 different jobs or 7 different estimates that you're putting together. And there may be several different tasks associated with each of those jobs. So you can input the dollar amounts here, and a lot of the subtotals and calculations will add up automatically for you. So the first thing to do with this is to highlight the inputs. And by that I mean, what are the areas of this that you could fill out? Versus which ones are calculations, so that you're not overwriting any sort of formulas or anything of that nature. So you can scroll up here to the top where it says highlight inputs. This is currently no, but you'll see if you, as you hover over it, there'll be a drop down menu on the right hand side of this cell, and you can click the yes, and by clicking yes, all the different areas that are available for you to input your information, you can go ahead and highlight those. So as an example, you'll see now these are all highlighted blue. These are the areas where you can go in and put in your own information without messing up any of the other calculations. So if I chose to, now I could come in here and say this is Small Business Champion. It's the name of the company. I can put in today's date. And we can put in also here under service provider. Here's where I would put my company information. So I could put my name is Rick Grantham. Put in your company information here, and we'll just highlight that, and we'll say okay, address 1, address 2, your city zip, your phone, and all of that sort of information. You can also put in your customer's information here as well. So again, whenever you print this out, everything will be there professionally kind of designed for your end user or for your customer to be able to look at. In this case down here, the project work description, here's where we put information that's very specific to the job that we're trying to do. And moving forward with the example that we used of painting houses, here we could have different descriptions that we might have around the painting of the houses. So we have here we could have for painting interior and exterior of home at and the address information, etc. So you can have a lot of that description information right here, along with the customer's information, the customer name up here in the upper portion. Here you could have several different tasks. In this case, you may be to prime, maybe to paint. Another description may be to stain. And there may be just several different tasks that you would end up performing. And you can write in all of your different tasks all the way down until you run out of space here after about 10 or so items. You can also have various jobs here. So you can have one task may go across several different jobs. And in this case, we may have interior. We may have exterior for painting different portions of the house. Here you may have garage. Here you may have, and just etc. So you can have several different jobs that you could line up here. And in this case, although some data is already here allocated, what we could do is just delete all of that out and put in the amounts that we want to have. So here we may have, we'll say $500, 2,000, etc. So you see, the information will automatically calculate and update for you. So as you put 300 in here, we see everything will automatically calculate for you, and here you could go in and put another, we'll say 300 here as well, You may have 700 for staining the garage. And you'll see everything will automatically calculate. Now, as you scroll down a little bit further, in the subtotals, you can see which of the subtotals are automatically calculating and which ones you can play around with. So in this case, your tax rate could be variable based on where you live or where the job is at. In this case, it's 7%, but we could very well input this as 6%. We could have an other item here, and we may say, okay, well, other for us is an additional $2,000. Or we may say over here that other is to haul away additional items, haul away additional items from the workplace, etc. So now that we're getting ready to make this available for the end customer, we could take highlights, and you'll see first off your estimate is automatically updated up here at the top. To get this available for printing now, we can move the highlights to no, come up here to file, and hit the print button, and everything is automatically formatted and available for printing. But here's another thing that you might want to do. Instead of going through all of this and doing this on the computer, you could also just print this off and use it as a form, right? Print out or type in the areas that make the most sense that you know you're going to use over and over. An example of that might be to type in your business name and your business information here on the left-hand side, and to blank out the rest of this stuff. Right? And let's show you what I mean here, and to blank out these different jobs. And then by doing it this way, what you can do then is print all of this off. And in this case we had a 600% tax rate. What we meant was a 0.06% tax rate, right? So 6% tax rate. Now what you can do is print this off as it is. We'll move the other, zero that out. Now we can print this out pretty much as is with our service information and make this available to all of our service reps who might be out in the field talking to our customers and doing bids, for, walking the neighborhoods and doing different bids for painting, for lawn care, or whatever your small business is. This format's already set up. You can't print these off and have your employees out in the field actually use these as well. So, for multiple projects, this is an opportunity then for you to do multiple projects for multiple work estimates, have those all together into one format, available, highly professionally developed, and available for your end customers. So, thank you for joining us for this part of the template. Until next time, be a champion.